Hey, I'm back and I'm gonna do a top 5 games. I don't know why, I just thought I should do it. So, here are my top 5 favourite games. I'll start from 5, which I would probably say is Modern Warfare 3. I don't know why, I never used to like first person shooters when I was in secondary school. I thought they were all proper crap, just a floating gun shooting. I had a go of it, didn't like it, and then my brother bought the game. Thought I might as well keep having a go, seeing if I can get any better, because I had nothing else to do lately. And I started getting the hang of it, and if you get the hang of a game and you're actually alright at the game, then you'll end up liking it. So that's probably the only reason why I think that that's my number 5 favourite, Modern Warfare 3. But Modern Warfare 1 is my 4th favourite, for the valid reason. It was the first person shooter I played. It was the only first person shooter that I didn't think had any faults with it. I thought the graphics were great, I loved the maps, I loved the guns, I loved how powerful and not powerful the guns were. Everything was even, I loved the perks, I love how you can only have 3 kill streaks and that's it, not nukes or all. 3, probably Final Fantasy 13. Now, the next 2 games are the same type of games, they're both Final Fantasies. And anyone who knows me will know what the next 2 games are. Final Fantasy 13 for me was a big step up from 10, just for the fact that the graphics, phenomenal difference from 10 and 12 and all that. The battle system was great. The only fault that I had with 13 wasn't a fault, it was actually great, but I compared it to my favourite Final Fantasy game, which I'll tell you in a second, was the storyline. Now, my favourite Final Fantasy game is going to be number 1, but the storyline of this has got nothing on my favourite. That's in my opinion. I don't know what to say else about that game. The characters are great and everything else is good. Number 2, my second favourite game is Final Fantasy X-2. It follows on from Final Fantasy X. I like it how it was it was the very first Final Fantasy that had a follow-on. I also like it how they created it with just a certain amount of characters, and all the battle system was improved and everything. It's not the greatest battle system, I'll give you that, but yeah, I just like it in general because it's followed on from 10. And my number 1 is obviously 10. Final Fantasy X. The characters: Kimahri, Riku, Lulu, Yuna, Auron, Jecht, Braska, Tidus, or people call him Tidus. His name's pronounced Tidus, but I call him Tidus because it's spelled Tidus. Or however you pronounce it, it's up to you. Wakka. I love everyone. It's such a fun game. Oh, it's the game that made my childhood. That and Dragon Ball Z. And I'm going to come on to my favourite animes in a new video. But yeah, Final Fantasy, the storyline from start to finish, I don't think it had a fault. Don't think that had a fault. I think the graphics, to say it was a PlayStation 2 game, was absolutely phenomenal. And I'm not joking there, absolutely phenomenal. For the cutscenes and the graphics, I thought they were just genius. Right, spot on. I like the soundtrack, the music soundtrack. I like the people that play the voices. I like it, like all the characters, I like everything. Alright, that was my top 5 favourite games. I want to hear your top 5 favourite games. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. And I also want you to comment them. Leave a video response, possibly. Well, actually try leave a video response because I want some video responses. I want to watch people do the same because I'm just trying to get into it myself. But yeah, I want to know what your 5 favourite games are. I want you to leave a comment. I want you to hit like. That will help me a lot. Likes down there. And hit subscribe, which is above me. I can see your subscribe button. I don't but yeah, and I will catch y'all on the flip side.